Hey folks, happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and we continue our pastor's devotional using our FUMC CV prayer calendar, all missions focused, United Methodist missions, United Methodist women, mission projects, and initiatives, and that's one of them that we have on this day. A scholarship for Lilgha, Ilunga. I don't know exactly how to say that name. And this is a scholarship that was given to this student to pursue a Master's of Divinity. That's a degree that we need for ordination in the United Methodist Church at Wesley Theological Seminary, which is one of the 13 United Methodist seminaries. And Wesley is located in Washington, D.C. So a scholarship for this student. Now, I looked it up. I actually spent a little bit of time trying to find information about this person, about the student, about the initiative. Couldn't find out a lot, but what I do know, what I did find out, is that this name is most commonly, the last name, Ilunga, most commonly found in the Democratic Republic of Congo, overwhelmingly so, which of course is one of the largest sub-Saharan African countries. A large United Methodist contingent in the DCR. And of course, the DCR is in the news all the time because of the violence. There's religious violence, Muslims and Christians and others. There's sectarian violence. There's ethnic violence. There's violence over natural resources. It's just a difficult place. Oftentimes when we think of Africa as a whole, our mind goes to places like the Democratic Republic of Congo and the kind of challenges that those folks have. So it wouldn't surprise me if we were scholarshiping and sponsoring students to leave that place, to come here to get educated so that they might go back there and to serve the church. The church has been a force for peacemaking and all over the DRC. And unfortunately, there's many stories of clergy, United Methodist clergy, who have been killed in Congo because they've been advocating for things like social justice and human rights and laying down your weapons. And they've been killed, persecuted for their faith. And so that makes me think of a passage in the Gospel of Matthew. So open in your Gospel of Matthew, chapter 26. I'll let you get there. We're talking about the end of Jesus' life here, chapter 26, verse 47. All right, while Jesus was still speaking, Judas, one of the 12, arrived. With him was a large crowd with swords and clubs from the chief priests and the elders of the people. Now the betrayer had given them a sign, saying, "The one I will kiss is the man. Arrest him." At once he came up to Jesus, said, "Greeting, Rabbi," and kissed him. Jesus said to him, "Friend, do what you are here to do." Then they came and laid hands on Jesus and arrested him. Suddenly one of those with Jesus put his hand on his sword, drew it, and struck the slave of the high priest, cutting off his ear. Then Jesus said to him, "Put your sword back into its place, for all who take the sword will perish by the sword." So when I think of places like the Democratic Republic of Congo, who are enmeshed in violence, and some of the violence is religious, sectarian in nature, I'm always drawn to passages like this, in which, in his most dire of moments, Jesus tells his disciple, put that sword away. That is not who we are. We're not going down fighting. We're not those kinds of people. And so I would encourage you, as we look at our world, we see religious violence all over our world. But if you read the holy books, whether that be the New Testament or the Old Testament or the Quran, or writings of Buddha, what you discover is that the genesis of all of these religious movements are peace, and the vast majority of people who would argue that their religion would draw them into violence for any reason, those folks are all of the radicals. And they're a minority of every religious group, but they're a loud minority, and so they get heard. But we remember as Christian people that we are to be people of peace, always searching for peace. And if we ever hear or see people that are advocating for violence in the name of Christ, we know those people are outside of the way of Christ. Might your day be filled with peace this day. God bless.